What up, though? So before we start, and before I forget, let's get the formalities out the way. Like, share, subscribe. Because I want people to know what we can do with a few things from our cabinet, from the food pantries, to make something healthy, sometimes quick. I try to make it quick, but definitely for sure, delish. So tonight, I was feeling a little bit Asian, a little bit Chinese-ish. So I decided I was gonna make like a rice bowl. And since I'm doing this cleanse and I'm not doing any meats, I decided I was gonna do like my little oatmeal tofu little chicken patty situations. And I said I was gonna make those before because I think y'all saw me do a review of them, but I didn't show you how to make them. So tonight I'm doing all of those things. So first things first, I am going to make my oat flour. Now, y'all know what I always say, and I did get this one from the food pantry. But y'all know what I always say, I'm not about to spend a bunch of money on oat flour when it's so easy. Like legit, oat flour is just literally, you just take some oatmeal. I'm actually gonna put all this in there because I usually keep oat flour on hand. Because I bake with it as well. So we just gonna give this a little bit of, let's move this over. Get you settled on in. And then I'm just gonna take this and make sure it's dry before I do anything. All said and done. See that? Look like powder. Alright. So I may have to toss this back in here because I think this is not sifting well. So I will meet y'all after the sifting. So this is what I have left over after I sift. I don't waste. If you watch me, you know I don't waste anything. So I'm not going to toss these just because I sifted it out. This is what I have left. So I'm going to make my overnight oats with these. So, yeah. Now y'all, I'm not doing regular white rice. I'm gonna do cauliflower rice. And again, who buys? Don't do it. Who buys cauliflower rice when you can take a whole head of cauliflower cheaper and make your cauliflower rice? So I have my cauliflower rice here. And I'm going to just do a rough chop on this. I'm not going to chop it completely because that's what the food processor is going to do. Now, if you don't have a food processor, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but oh, you can just take this and keep chopping, you know, until you get your cauliflower rice. That's what you can do. That's what you can do. I love me some good cauliflower rice, y'all. Now, I have soaked these in my vinegar and baking soda mixture, and yeah, I'm gonna do this whole thing because whatever I don't cook tonight, I can always like keep it for, you know, put in the freezer bag, freeze it up, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. All right, let's see what we get. And you're not gonna like pulverize this, you're just gonna make it literally like rice. So I'm just gonna post it just to kind of see what I got. Now we should be good. We should be good. We should be good. And I'm gonna just throw this right on in here. Scoot over. Move out of the way. All right. Ooh, look at that. That is like snowfall, y'all. Like snowfall. I'm gonna do the second batch, and then we gonna get it. So this is what my cauliflower rice looks like, if you can see. Oh Lord, I'm goofy. I don't know what is wrong with me. So I know y'all thought we were done with the food processor, but we are not. So I have already done my rice cauliflower. So now I'm gonna work on my meats, my little faux chicken, because I'm gonna do like a chicken type stir fry situation. So for this, I pre-chop my little parsley. Listen, and don't dog me because of this little corner, okay? Because I'm working with what I got. All right, I'm working with what I have. This is my pre-chopped parsley. I have an onion here that I'm gonna throw in here. But before I throw in my onion, I have some garlic, I have some ginger, and I have some tofu. So the tofu I had left over, but for sure you don't have to have tofu when you're making these. So I'm gonna throw all this in here, and then I have my garlic. I'm gonna chop that down just a little bit. And so I'm going to chop that first before I add in my tofu, because one thing I learned about like the whole vegetarian vegan situation is that the seasonings, the flavors, the herbs matter big time. All right, that's good enough for me. See, it's the cookie and it's good enough for me. Woo! I am not gonna drain this, and the reason why is because when I get ready to put my oat flour in here, I want the moisture to be in there, because that is going to give it that binding type situation. People are like, how do you bind it? This is how I'm binding it. All right, this is how I'm binding it. All right, so I'm gonna add in my parsley. I want my parsley in, but I'm not gonna add all of it because I'm gonna save some of this for shoot, I may as well. I ain't mean to add that much. And I'm just gonna pulse this. I'm not gonna actually do the whole because I just wanna pulse it. All right, there we go. Quick little pulsey pulse. And now I'm gonna start adding in my oat flour to give it like a bigger consistency. Let me add my onion in real quick because I failed to do that. All right, now I'm gonna add the oat flour in slow, only because I want to make sure as I go that it's not too dry and it's not too wet. So we're gonna add in just a little bit, and I'm gonna pulse it because I don't want to over process this. So I think eyeballing that should be good, but we shall see. We shall see. And then also I'm gonna add some breadcrumbs into this to get a little more flavor. All right, and I'm gonna tell you one good thing that I do like about vegan dishes too is that you can taste as you go, because there's no meat, there's no, it's nothing to make you sick in here. So all right, I think it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna start adding my seasoning, but before I do that, let me kind of scoop this up and see what my consistency is. Okay, yeah, that's about where I want it to be. That's about what I want it to be. All right, so let me start seasoning. So here's my seasonings over here. I have smoked paprika, so I'm gonna toss some smoked paprika in there. Boop, boop, boop. Now, here's the thing too about seasoning. I'm one of those people that I firmly believe in it's to your taste buds, like for real. But when it comes to salty things, I always say start little, because you can always add salt, but you can't take it away once you put it in. And that's like one of the biggest mistakes that I have made with certain things. Gonna add in some cayenne, boop boop, black pepper, and we gonna do it like that. So I'm adding my cayenne because I just want to have a little kick, because I'm learning about the different, like cayenne is good for metabolism, all that good stuff. And then here's my black pepper. All right, so let's try to give this another quick little post. So see, I know you can't really see it, but it's kind of looking like dough a little bit, or like it's coming together. And then I'm gonna add my breadcrumbs. So I'm doing a few little Italian style breadcrumbs in here, or you can do panko. It's up to you, totally up to you, whatever you want to do. All right. It's too much of a Thursday weeknight to be having this much fun, y'all. I'm just trying to tell you. Okay. All right, so now we're going to taste. Old taste and see that the Lord is what? Good. We're going to old taste and see that the Lord is good. Now I have fresh garlic in here. I had onion. Let me see. Okay. Woo! I put, I don't know if I blend that cayenne or is that kick with the cayenne. Either way, I'm gonna add some more Old Bay. Oh, I love me some Old Bay, baby. Oh, baby. Love me some Old Bay. All right, and then after this, I'm gonna take it out of here because I believe that's all I need in terms of seasoning. I'm thinking that's all I need in terms of seasoning, y'all. All right. All right. So now you see how this is like a dough. That means that we can work with it. We can work with that. All right. So I'm gonna leave this here, and then we're gonna pop over to this cutting board so we can assemble everything. All right, so I'm done, and when I finish, so it's gonna look like a dough. Like, see how it kind of looks like a dough? And so now you can work it however you want to work it. I add in a little bit of, I probably add in about a tablespoon of avocado oil, just to keep it from being quite so sticky. But now from here, you can do whatever it is you want to do. You can make a chicken patty, you can make a chicken nugget. It's completely up to you, your vibe. Last time I did these, I fried them in the skillet. I didn't want to fry them tonight. And I'm doing chicken patties. Last time I did chicken nuggets. So what I did was on my cookie sheet, my parchment paper lined cookie sheet, I lined it with the breadcrumbs because I'm gonna spray them and hit them with some olive oil, like spray olive oil before I put them in the oven because I want them to have that oven. I still want them to have that crispy feel. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want them to be just like mushy chicken patties. I want them to still have that little crunch, that little whatever. So that's what I'm doing with this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and patty these up and we're gonna make it happen. All right, y'all, so I hit it with my little spray olive oil. This is what they looking like. I'm gonna put them in the oven. It made about 7. I probably could have gotten 8 if I would have made some a little bit smaller, but it's cool. You know, as long as it's enough for the fam, we golden. See you at the oven. So just in case you were wondering, this is my cauliflower rice and what it looks like. And so I am going to now just put it in this big pot. This is a big pot because I don't want it all bunched up on each other. I want to just steam it. And then once I steam it, then I'm going to go ahead and put it in the skillet like a fried rice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All right, y'all. So while I'm waiting on my cauliflower to steam, I have my skillet over here getting hot because I am going to do my veggies for my stir fry. So I have broccoli, I have onions, I had a few crumbles of cauliflower that escaped, don't judge me. And I have some peas that I found in the freezer. And I think that I'm gonna be fancy adding some bean sprouts. So my skillet should be hot enough, but I'm gonna know in a second. So let's see. It looks like it's hot enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw in a little bit of, not quite. Not quite. But in the meantime, I do have my oven on 350 because I have my chicken things in there. My Not my icken. No, that's not a good name for it either. My frickin', like it's not chicken, but it's like, yeah, whatever. We gonna try to come back to a name later. But anyway, so my stuff should be hot enough. So now let me tell you, I am not going to I'm not gonna add salt to this, because when I get ready to do my cauliflower rice, I'm gonna season my cauliflower rice well with like a stir-fried fried rice season that I have. And then of course you gotta add a little bit of soy sauce, because what's Chinese Asian inspired food without soy sauce, right? Alright. So I'm grabbing multiples. Alright, so I'm just gonna stir this up a little bit. Now I am gonna add some seasoning. I'm just gonna get these coated, and I'm not trying to fry them. I just want a nice little avocado oil coating on them. I'm gonna cook them down just enough, and I'm gonna steam them the rest of the way. So while I kind of get them coated up in here, then I'm gonna add in some just black pepper, nothing major, nothing fancy. And again, all these seasonings is your discretion. And I'm gonna add some lemon pepper, because I like lemon pepper too, guys. That's how you know. Okay, wait a minute now. What's popping? What's really popping with my little seasoning? You know what? Get this junk. I'm gonna hit it with a little lemon juice. I already did the pepper. I like squeezing lemon. That brightness. That's what I do it for. I like my food to have like that bright situation. Now I'm not gonna cook my cauliflower until it's like straight done, because I want to saute it in the skillet or whatever. But I just want to steam it. Just kind of let it cook down, so when I put it in the skillet, it can do its thing. You know what I mean? And alright, let me add some paprika, but not smoked paprika. I'm just gonna add regular paprika because I like color. You know what I mean? Like, I like color. I like my stuff to have a little bit of remnants of color. So I'm like EJ Speaks. Real paprika don't really have a taste. It's just red dust. Just red dust. You know what I mean? Red dust. All right. And I'm gonna let these hang out. So the water from the vegetables has created like a water, and so I'm going to cover this because it's a cast iron skillet, and this was like a hand-me-down. I don't have a lid for this, so watch. I'm about to be real hood, y'all. Watch what I'm about to do. Don't judge me. That's my lid. Alright, so listen, when I get ready for all this stuff get steamed up, we're gonna come back and then we're gonna start laying everything in the skillet with that fresh saute. So y'all, everything is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and assemble. Now my rice, it has steamed, and this is what it looks like. Listen, what you don't want to do, look, I know my lighting is horrible, right? Look, okay, here we go. What you don't want to do is you don't want to overcook this. And the reason why you don't want to overcook it is because you're going to end up with cauliflower mash, like mashed cauliflower instead of rice cauliflower. So that's not what you want. We want rice. So we're going to add this in here. So this is not all the cauliflower. I'm just assembling my first little bowl. And I'm doing just enough to heat it up. All right. So now this is why I said don't add salt, because I'm going to do, I have fried rice seasoning. This lighting y'all sucks in my kitchen. So I'm doing fried rice seasoning. So I'm having to move back a little bit. All right. All right. And we're going to stir that up a little bit. I'm definitely going to put in, now here's the thing. I'm doing vegan, so I'm not putting an egg in here, okay? So because I'm not putting an egg in here, I'm going to put a little bit of black salt. Black salt is like the egg taste, all right? And it actually smells like egg too. So I'm just going to hit it with just, when I say just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just enough. I'm going to hit it with some black pepper. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and add like some more cauliflower rice because it's actually not as much as I thought. I guess it cooked down, so. All right. Now here we go. Adding in more. There we go. All right. So adding in this fried rice seasoning, it gave it a beautiful yellow color. And so again, you want to be careful with your, like, if you put salt in something, because here's the thing with salt is that once you add it, you can't take it out, but you can always add more. All right, so before I add my veggies, let's see. And keep in mind that I did not put salt on the veggies, y'all, because I already knew it was gonna be like this. So let's give it a quick little situation. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That's like the perfect bite. Ooh, baby. Let me quit playing. Now I'm gonna add my peas, y'all, cause I found some bird's eye peas in the freezer. So I'm gonna add those in. I'm probably gonna be fancy too, y'all, adding some bean sprouts while you playing. Let me add a little bit more of that egg, that Himalayan salt, because I want it to be I want it to kind of have more of an egg flavor, just a little more, not a whole lot, just a little more. Oh, and by the way, so what I did, let me tell you about the chicken patties that are back there. I put them in the oven for about 10 minutes. I flip them over. I hit it with another little coat of spray, and then I cooked it for another 10 minutes, and I moved on. So I need just a little bit more. All right, here we go. And you know what? I'm gonna add some cayenne because I like my stuff just a touch spicy. Like not spicy, but just a touch. I need a touch of a little baby, kind of a hint of a kick, you know what I'm saying? It can't just be no kick at all. It's time for me to get some more cayenne, y'all. I'm running low. I'm running low. All right. Throw that cayenne in there. And then my little peas. There we go. I had one little frozen clump. There we go. All right. So that's looking cute. I didn't want carrots because I'm carried it out for a week. Honestly, I had like carrot juice. I had carrot. Yeah, carrot everything this week. I had soup with carrot, and I'm just like all carried it out. Yeah. All right, so I have my broccoli and my veggies over here. Let me add in my bean sprouts. Now, I pre-washed my bean sprouts. That's why in this little bowl. We're gonna add those on. Just a few. Now I'm not gonna add these veggies yet, only because I'm gonna layer it in my bowl and make it look real cute and fancy like. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all fancy. I'm gonna hit it with just a little bit of soy sauce while we in the skillet. Little bit of sweet. Now this right here is low sodium soy sauce. So don't judge me. Don't be like, ugh, she putting in soy sauce and mind your business. All right. Let me get a clean fork, clean spoon to taste. When y'all tasting, I don't know your lips then. Ain't that what they say? I don't know where your lips doing. And I don't play them kind of games. Disasters all over the place. All right, let's see what we got. It looked like it might need some more pepper though, y'all. Real talk. Real talk. Let me see. Alright. That's it. Don't want to overcook it. Because again, we don't want cauliflower mash. We want, you know. So, I'm gonna plate this. We're gonna come back. Alright, y'all. Moment of truth. Listen, I'm not good at plating. So, don't judge me. But there's my little patty thing. Some more bean sprouts, my broccoli, my veggies, and underneath is my rice. And I topped it off with some paprika now. Don't judge me, but I like sriracha a little bit. So I know sriracha is not like, you know, but I put sriracha on there. So anyway, again, mind your business. Let's see what we got. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. You know that prayer too, by the way, is me like saying like, Lord, please let this be good. All right, let's see. Got my chicken patty and my rice. Broccoli. Then you're gonna get some bean sprouts. That's sriracha. That sriracha hit it, baby. That's the winner chicken dinner. Except it's not chicken. Anyway, yeah. All I had to stop at the store and get was my bean sprouts. Because I had broccoli and cauliflower. Already I had my green pepper. Most of the stuff I had to use. And for my food pantry, I always get a ton of oatmeal. I had some tofu I need to use, but you don't have to use tofu. For real, you can use mushrooms, or you could just use oatmeal. And you add in your breadcrumbs, your seasonings, your few tablespoons of olive oil or avocado oil, or however the case may be, and season it the way you like. And you got yourself a winner right here. Quick little vegan fulfilling dinner. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so people can eat in these streets. Peace.